You don't understand why you're so tired. You're sure it's not burnout. You're doing everything right. There's just a lot going on. You watch your nutrition. You get enough sleep. You go to the gym or you do yoga. Sure, you need coffee to get through the day and sometimes painkillers, but who doesn't? Responsibility matters to you. You want your boss to rely on you. You want your family to feel supported. You communicate well. You smooth things over. You find a way forward. Even your doctor says you're fine. No issues, no reason to worry, but you don't feel fine. You feel heavy, like you're carrying a backpack full of stones that don't belong to you. And if someone asked you about your health, you'd probably say, you're okay. But every single day, you feel your body not strong, not alive, tense, tight, like it never fully lets go. Something is always there, and you've learned to live with it. But what if these signals are not random? What if your body is trying to show you something you were trained to ignore? Let's look a little closer. Not at what you do, but at what keeps happening beneath the surface. Because there are patterns here, clear, recognizable patterns. Sign 1, you scan the room, you walk into a space, and without thinking, you feel everything. Who's tense, who's quiet, who might need something from you, and automatically, you adjust your tone, your words, your energy, not because you have to, because somewhere along the way, you learn to. Sign 2, you overthink simple communication. Someone sends you a message, short, cold, and your mind starts racing. Did I say something wrong? Are they upset? Should I fix this? You replay the last conversation. You rewrite your reply, you read it again, and suddenly, a simple message feels like something that has to be perfect. Sign 3, you override your own needs. You're tired. Your body is asking for rest, but someone still needs you. Your child isn't asleep yet. Your partner still needs something. Work isn't fully done. And once again, you push through, not because you want to, because stopping doesn't feel like an option. So you give more, even when there's nothing left. Sign 4, you filter yourself. You're about to say something real, and you stop. Not because it was wrong, but because it might not land perfectly. So you soften it, you adjust it, you hold parts of yourself back, and over time, you notice something strange. You're not struggling to express yourself. You're struggling to allow yourself to be seen. Sign 5, you disappear in your own life. You hold things together at work, at home, for everyone. You're reliable, present, responsible, but somewhere in between all of that, you slowly disappear. Not all at once, not in a dramatic way, just quietly. And the strangest part, you don't even notice it while it's happening. And here's the part most people miss. None of this is random. This isn't just who you are. This is a pattern, one that once helped you, but is now quietly exhausting you. And once you start seeing it, a different question appears. Not, what's wrong with me? But, where did I learn to become like this? So, what is happening here? Why does your body feel heavy while your life looks completely under control? Let's stay with what you already know. You keep going, you take care of things, you make sure everyone is okay, and somehow you always find the energy to continue. But look a little closer. That energy you're using, where is it actually coming from? Because it's not from rest, it's not from recovery, it's coming from pushing past your limits. Again and again and again. And your body keeps track, not in big dramatic ways, but in small signals. The tension that never fully leaves. The tiredness that sleep doesn't fix. The quiet sense that something is off, even when everything looks fine. At first, you ignore it. You're strong, you're used to this. But over time, something begins to shift. You don't feel as present anymore. You don't feel as alive. You're still doing everything, but it feels like you're slowly fading in the process. And maybe you've had this thought before. What if I can't keep this up forever? Not dramatically, just quietly in the background, and you push it away because stopping feels unfamiliar. Slowing down feels unsafe. But what if that quiet thought is the most honest signal you have? What if your body is not failing you? What if it's trying to stop you before you completely run yourself into the ground? Not because you're weak, but because you've been strong for far too long without taking care of the one person who carries all of it. You. Yes, you. You probably didn't expect this. Maybe you never even considered it. But what if there was another way to live? A way that feels lighter, calmer, less tight? What if life didn't have to feel like something you constantly have to hold together? Look at what you've already done. You've carried so much. You've shown up again and again, no matter how you felt. You've kept things running even when you were empty. That's not weakness, that's strength. And here's the shift. The same person who learned how to survive a heavy life is more than capable of living a lighter one. If you can function while exhausted, imagine what happens when you are actually supported. If you can take care of everyone else, imagine what happens when you finally include yourself. A life with more space, more calm, more ease is not reserved for other people. It's available to you, not because you have to earn it, but because you were never meant to live in constant tension. You don't have to prove your worth by how much you carry. You deserve to feel good. You deserve to rest. You deserve to take up space in your own life. And maybe for the first time, you start to consider that your life could feel different. And maybe today is the day you choose a different path. Not a drastic one, not all at once, but a different direction. Because to really understand what's been happening and how you can move forward, we need to take a brief step back just for a moment to see how you ended up here, in this state, in this constant pressure that slowly became normal. There was a time when being the easy one made everything simpler, when staying quiet kept the peace, when sensing what others needed helped you avoid conflict. You learned to adjust, to adapt, to not take up too much space, and it worked. It made things smoother, safer, more predictable, so you kept doing it. And over time, it stopped being something you did and became who you are. Today, you're an adult, and that's a good thing. You're living your own life, but you're not free yet. And maybe the strangest part is you didn't even notice it until now, because this is all you've ever known. You've always carried, you've always adjusted. So it felt normal, but normal is not the same as natural. Are you ready to meet a new version of yourself? One that feels lighter, freer, more at ease, one that actually lives, one that enjoys life and shares that feeling with the people around them. Because that version of you is not far away. It's the part of you you've been leaving behind. And now you start including it again. Today, something shifted, not outside, but inside. You see it now, enough to realize that this version of you was never something you consciously chose. You did not wake up one day and decide to carry everything. You learned it. You learned that being easy, being calm, not creating problems felt safer than being yourself. Because this isn't just behavior. You're stepping out of an identity that once protected you. And here's the part that matters. The first time you say no, it will feel wrong. Not because it is wrong, but because it breaks a pattern you've lived in for years, because you're doing something new, so don't wait for it to feel natural. But slowly, something changes. You begin to feel your body again. You speak more freely. You stay present without disappearing in the process. And one day, you realize something simple. You're still kind. You're still caring. You're still there for others. But now, you're there for yourself too. And it doesn't feel heavy anymore. This is where it begins, not by becoming someone new, but by finally stopping the habit of leaving yourself behind. Step into the sun and own your brilliance as a gift.